What's up, my fellow NFT collectors? Tomorrow, DC Comics is dropping a new comic NFT on the Palm platform, and it's the Brave and the Bold number 28, which is the first appearance of the Justice League. This is a big drop and an important comic, so today we're going to talk about the technique that I use to go for these DC comic drops that has been 100% successful for me ever since the Superman number 1 drop. We're going to also talk about how you can see your serial number or your mint number for DC Comics, and also how to check the rarity of the comic that you receive on drop day before the reveal time. So let's get started with the drop technique that we're going to use for this drop. There's only 4,000 editions, so it's going to be tough to get, and 10% of that edition size is being reserved for back cowl holders who will get early access to the drop. So there's actually only about 3,500 available for the public, so you're going to need a good drop technique to hit this drop. These DC Comic NFT drops on the Palm platform are queue style drops, and 30 minutes before drop time, the queue begins. So what you want to do is get into as many queues as possible, because every different queue you get into will give you a different number, and you only need one of those queues to have a low enough number to get you in there before the drop sells out. So what you can do is use different devices or even different browsers to enter as many queues as possible. And what I like to use is Google Chrome, because with Google Chrome you can create a new account, and for every Google Chrome account you can enter 2 queues for the DC drops. So on drop day, what I like to do is enter the DC queue 30 minutes before the drop on my main Google Chrome account, and then I'll open an incognito tab with that Google Chrome account, which I'll show you how to do right here. So now I'm in 2 separate queues for the drop. I'm going to open up another Google Chrome account. If you don't have one already, you can just create one and give it a random name. And once you have that created, you can enter the DC queue again, and then open another incognito tab and enter it twice with that Google Chrome account. And you can just keep making Google Chrome accounts as many as you want to enter the queue as many as possible. I usually enter the queue about 12 or 14 times on a big drop day, but how many you're able to enter may depend on the power of your device. If you enter too many, it might start to lag or even crash your computer. Once you're in as many queues as possible and the drop begins, just go through all those queues and find out which one has the lowest number. You might want to go ahead and X out of a few of the queues that have really high numbers so that you don't have too much stuff going on your computer. And hopefully you'll be low enough to get in there to the page to buy the comic before it sells out. Now, we saw in a big drop the Robin First Appearance Detective Comics number 38 that they all sold out the second the drop began, and then it got real glitchy and people were able to buy afterwards. What worked for me to secure that drop after the glitchy start was to get through the queue, and then once I was through one of those queues, of course I had multiple queues open, so I was able to get into the page at different times. Once I got into the purchase page, I could just keep refreshing that purchase page, and eventually that buy button popped back up. Then I could click the buy button, and once I get in there to make my purchase, it would tell me it's sold out. But if I just keep on clicking, eventually one of them will go through and you can make your purchase right there. Once you've made your purchase, you'll have to wait until the reveal time, 11 a.m. Pacific time, to see what your rarity is, unless you use this new technique that Tokenocraft put a Medium article about recently. You can actually go in there and read the contract page of the drop for the Brave and the Bold after you secure the drop before the reveal time and find out what your rarity is. You'll just have to go to the read contract page of this drop, which I will link in the description below. I'll also link the Medium article to show you a step-by-step process, and then you'll just paste your wallet address into the number 2 asset balance batch of area, and you can find the asset ID for the NFT that you just minted. Here you can see the distribution of the rarities for the comic drop tomorrow, and you'll be able to use that to find out what your rarity is before the reveal date if that's something you want to do. Something that we also found out thanks to Tokenocraft is that all of these DC comic NFTs have serial numbers, and there's a way that you can go into the metadata and find out what the serial number of your comic is. Once you enter the DC Universe website and click on the My Collection tab, just choose the NFT that you want to find out the mint number for, and you can open the View on Palm Explorer link with the button below. The link will open up a page that looks like this, and you just need to find the token minting section at the bottom, and on the transaction details, click on the Logs tab. Once you're there at the right page, you just gotta scroll down and find the number labeled as token ID, and that token ID number is your mint number. In this example, your serial number would be 69. Again, if you want step-by-step instructions on how to do this, I will link Tokenocraft's Medium article down in the description of this video below. When it comes to price predictions for tomorrow's comic drop, a lot of people are comparing it to Detective Comics number 38 when it comes to value, and I think that's a pretty good comparison. It might just be a little bit lower in value compared to that, but every rarity should be a profit tomorrow, so make sure you use this technique so you're able to hit that drop. As always, I'll be live streaming the drop, so make sure that you're subscribed and you hit notifications so you can come by the channel and do the drop with me as we try to hit these first appearance of Justice League comics tomorrow. Thanks for watching and good luck. Later.